Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are here to learn about how to use Piktochart. Piktochart can be used to make a presentation, an infographic, or you can even use it to make a flyer. So what I'm going to show you today is how to make a flyer for an event or maybe for your classroom. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to click login because I already have a login. Now if you don't have one, you could click sign up. Okay, so I'm going to log in, and these are some of the things that I have worked on already. So let me take you up here. If you look on the left, it is your options for what you can do. So this is your dashboard. This is all the stuff that you've done. Infographic, it gives you some options on what you can use. So these are the free templates, and then there are pro templates, but of course you would have to get a paid subscription for that. But free templates are nice as well, and you can create your own. So that's what I've done. I've created my own. You can do a presentation, so it's almost like a Google slide or a PowerPoint or Prezi type presentation. And of course there's free templates and the pro templates. Then you have your printables, and this is where you can go to make your posters, to create a report, or to make a flyer. Now for flyers, you can go in and you could just look at the ones that they have and change things around, or you can create a new flyer, which is what I'm going to do. And since we have our book club coming up, I'm going to show you how you can create a flyer for your book club. So I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need it. And over here, these are your options for your graphics. You've got different shapes that you could choose from, and it has a search option, and it's got drop-down menus in case you're not sure what to search for. Animated icons, those are for the Pro, so we won't be able to use anything from that. Lines, this is how you can add lines onto your page. You can add photos. There's already some pre-selected photos. Again, there's a search, and there is a drop-down menu. And then photo frames, so these you could put on to create some more visually appealing photographs. So those are your options for graphics. You can upload things. You can upload pictures or GIFs or whatever it is you might have on your computer that you would like to put on there. You can pick a background. There's all kinds of backgrounds on here for your flyers. This is where you would go to put text on there. You can choose a color scheme, but you would have to go pro for that. I've never needed any of the pro stuff, so and then you can also use different tools to make charts, so it's like almost like an Excel type thing. Maps, you've got maps from all countries all over the world. And then videos, you can import YouTube video to use in your presentation. So we're going to be creating a flyer for the Shimatsu photograph contest. Okay, so what I did is on my Google Docs, I wrote down all the information that I'm going to need to put into my flyer, because that's going to be extremely helpful, that I don't have to be thinking about what I need to put in there. So I put in all the little things that I need, like the title, the day it's due, who's going to be involved, the rules, the prizes. I have to include all of that in my flyer, so I have all that information ready to go. So over here, I'm going to start with probably a background. So you can pick a background, and I mean, if you apply something, you see it, you click on it, and immediately, goes to that. So you can choose any of the backgrounds that are on here. Now this is for a photography contest, so I would want to look through here and see what I might find that's related to that. So I decided to leave the background white since this is going to be a flyer that we're going to make copies of and send home. There's really no point in making it really fancy in the background department. But so I am going to go over to graphics, and as you can see, I've searched photography. There's different things you can search. I could search photography, I can search camera, and it'll give me some graphics that I can use. Okay, so I'm going to go back to photography, and since this is a photography contest, we can take maybe this image here, and as soon as you click on it, it's going to appear on your page, and you can resize it, you can stretch it out, you can make it smaller, really tiny, just depending on what you want. Okay, so here I kind of want to put it maybe as my little graphic here in the corner. And I'm going to put my title. So I'm going to go over to text. And I want my title to be big. Now there's also options here for the way you want your title to look. So anything that you see here, you can click on it and then it will appear on your page here. So I'm going to click on this one. So maybe I can move this down. I want to move it somewhere else. And I could put this one up here. And it kind of looks like a photography or something like that. And we can put it up here on top. And then you can double click here where the words are. And you can put whatever you want. So Shimatsu. And what I like about this is that it resizes it as you go. So it would be Shimatsu photography contest. Okay. Now, if I want it to be longer, I can always click on the text box to make it longer or shorter or whatever it is that I might want. And then I have this whole area here to work with. So the next thing that I want to put on there is the due date. Okay, so I'll go back to my Piktochart. And I could, let's see if I can find another one that might look good for to put in here, the due date maybe. All right, so we can use this, maybe make it smaller. Okay, and then I'm going to put another text box, maybe a smaller text box right here, and it's going to appear wherever it wants to appear. So you're going to have to move it where you want it. And what I like is you see these orange lines that appear, it kind of tells you where you are on the page. So if you want it directly in the middle, you know, you can, in relation to anything else that's on the page. So do you double click here, and it would be due date. And then it would be December 7th, 2017. Okay, so now we're going to input another text box. And I want it the same size. And it appears all the way over here, of course. And then you've got to move it down. And you can see how I lined it up with my due date. Next thing is grade levels. So this is going to apply to 3rd grade levels, 3rd through 6th. Okay, and I want it to be all on one line, so I'm going to make it longer. There we go. Then I want to put the next thing, which are the rules. So I'm going to come over here, put another text box. There it is. Okay. Double click, rules. Okay. Number 1. Oh, and you can also see how this is like in the middle. I can change the alignment to left. And then I've got rules and number 1. So I can come over here And let's see if I can copy paste everything. I'm not sure if it'll copy the numbers, but we can try. And then paste. Ah, it did. Awesome. All right, so now we want to change what that is because there we go. And I'm going to make this wider in both directions so that everything fits really well. All right, I'm going to move you up. And we can move these up here. And you can kind of just play around with all of these things here. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. So you can always decide to get rid of stuff. And then, so here's the other one. And let's say I want to put lines around something like this. I would go back to the graphic and I would go to lines and I would choose the line that I want. And so it has like the dotted line. So you can go to the dotted line, you can stretch it out. Now I've got a line there. And prizes. So I need another section for prizes. So I come over here and I scroll down and I've got a little section right there. So I'm going to go text box right here. And I'm going to copy this right here, prizes, and copy and paste. And then see when I click out, it'll go to what I have it set for. So we haven't decided on the prizes yet. They are going to be gift cards, but we don't know the amounts yet. And so I can always go back and change this. So I could save this. I could give it a name. Shimatsu Photography Contest Flyer. Okay, and I can save it. And now it's saved. It's got everything that I need, and I can always come back to it later and add or take away more things. Up here, you can get your preview. So it'll show you what it's going to look like once you print it out. Now, it's not like gorgeous right now, but of course I can go back and add more graphics, take things away. So to exit preview, over here I can share it with someone. So I can email it to someone, I can download it, and that would be when I'm completely done. I would download it as a PDF, and then I can print it out. And as far as the text features go, a lot of it is a lot like Word. It's got all the, little options, undo, cut. It's got the bold, the underline, the text alignment. All of that stuff is available for you there. So really, it's just playing with it and adding and subtracting things and seeing what works and using your designer's eye. So if you need any help, I can help you with that. Just let me know, shoot me an email, and I can go over to your classroom and help you. Thank you for listening.